1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's the Great Boring Podcast. Welcome to episode 2 of the Great Boring Podcast. Tonight, on the Great Boring Podcast, we'll be having nothing but movies. What kind of movies? You'll see. We'll be talking about Sonic 3, Mufasa, Wicked, and a lot more. So let's get cracking with the boredom, shall we? The newest hot topic right now is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, and a lot more. I see the casting, and we have Ben Schwartz, James Marsden, Idris Elba, and a whole lot more. The first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, when it was unveiled, when it was first unveiled with the trailer, it was absolutely horrible. Nobody liked that. I absolutely hated it. Until they fixed it and suddenly got loved. It was a decent film. The first one. Then came the sequel. It was better than the first, but it had some issues. But now, it's just another hot topic. People rumored that Mr. Hayden Christensen would play Shadow the Hedgehog. And, well, you know, Mr. John Wick himself, yes, the man who literally murders over a dog, goes ahead and stars as one of the most edgiest characters in Sonic history. Some reviews that are so tasteful are Kevin Maher from The Times and Wendy Ide from The Observer, both from the UK. Yet even by the depressing standards set by the Mortal Kombat movies, Uncharted, and the first two miserable Sonic the Hedgehog outings, this third Sonic is staggeringly poor. 0 out of 5. Kevin Maher, top critic. And honestly, I don't know what the buzz is about. I haven't even seen it. But hell, I'd rather see this than the next topic of this. Mufasa. Now, Disney has been on a staggering list of downfalls. They've released slop after slop after slop. Nobody even cares anymore. Mufasa. That's bullshit. Not gonna lie. That is the most horrible thing. And Wendy Ide. Yes, the same Wendy Ide who gave 2.5 stars to Sonic 3 gave a free out of 5 stars to this piece of shite. Now look, I like Disney movies much as the next person, but after what Disney has pulled over the past year, hell, maybe in the past decade, this is bullshit. This is just greed. And 2 hours of nothing but a prequel of The Lion King. Yeah, no, I don't take the original animation on my VHS anytime soon. And this is supposed to serve as a direct prequel to the freaking catastrophe that was the 2019 Lion King. Who decided that this was a good movie? Oh wait, Bob Iger did. Honestly, don't blame the man. He loves money. And I love money the same way I'm not even going to finish this joke because you can probably guess where this is going. What's next? Oh yeah, talking about The Lion King for just this tiny little second. Who decided to write this? This doesn't even beat the original. I guess Disney has really gotten really lazy and decided, let's just pump out sequels here and there, reboots there, and it's just honestly getting tiring. What's also weird is a prequel to The Wizard of Oz by Universal. Yes, Universal themselves made a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, which was technically a Broadway stage play. And this stage play is called Wicked. Personally, I've never seen Wicked. The original Wizard of Oz from the 1930s will always remain in my heart, no matter what. And I wish for any type of footage to also resurface so we can have the entire 2-hour movie going on. 2 hours of Wizard of Oz. And Wicked is only part 1. It's only part 1. And the actors for Wicked, who just don't know how to take jokes, yeah, they freaked out. Especially Cynthia Erivo. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, then I apologize. But basically, any type of thing that was there, people were like editing it, and then the actor got mad, and practically it was a total shit show, not gonna lie. And yes, I'm talking about the past. Don't judge me. And they even got Jeff Goldblum. I mean, you can never, ever go wrong with Mr. Jeff goddamn Goldblum. Now, you might be wondering why I'm typing in this thing, and I'm just typing up an actor's name because I need content, and content is my middle name. Yes, content is literally my middle name. Anyways, Mr. Dr. Ian Malcolm, yeah, he's been on there, and yeah. What's also there is that Wicked for Good, also known as Wicked Part 2 for Good, is about to come out. We had so many different things. I mean, Jeff, he's a kind of a talented actor. Not gonna lie. He started everything from Jurassic Park to even The Boss Baby. Yes, I am ashamed of saying that. And what else is there? A Complete Unknown, which, looking at this is a biopic from, well, I never even read this. Timothy Chalamet. This is about Bob Dylan. I've never seen him. And guess who plays Bob Dylan? Yep, it's Timothy Chalamet. Feels like Saw 6's Roderick all over again. Right. I've never seen this movie, and honestly, I'm kind of intrigued. If people say it's good, then that's fine. I won't complain. I mean, Mr. Candyman turns into Mr. Music Man. I can already see Matt Gang on top of me screaming Music Man. It's got a 96 from audiences around the world, and I think that is a worth watch. But what's not worth watch is Moana 2. Now, before I go on a big giant rant saying how Moana 2 bad, Moana 1 better, I should probably give some background. Even though you've heard it a million times before, I'm gonna echo it again. Moana 2 was never supposed to be a movie. It never was, and it never will be a movie. I mean, technically, it got turned into a movie, but shut up. It got turned into a movie for money's sakes. It was supposed to be a whole ass TV series, and I was like, oh great, it's another Moana movie, another sequel from Disney. Wow, Mickey Mouse sure loves his money. I swear to God, if we don't die within the next 50 years, I hope Walt Disney just rises from his icy grave, sees what the hell Disney has done Bob Iger is done. Any old CEO is done to Disney, his creation, and he wants to set that shit on fire. So yeah. So that's why I decided to pirate this movie out of spite of Disney. I hate Disney. I will support anything else. I will even support that low budget Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Yes, I will literally support that over any modern Disney project. Period. And this is not a movie worth paying to see in theaters. Just go to Pirate Bay and pirate this shit. I don't even care if it supports these people. This is a cash grab. And speaking of Mr. Cash Grab, let's talk about the star of Moana 2 and the star of also Moana 1, Mr. Rock. He's a mean one. Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yes, he's been on a bit of a downward spiral, but who cares? I mean, sure, Red One did, did 30% on the tomato meter. But who cares? At least he made, it made 95 million? Well, I bet you. Hang on, let me look this up. I bet you the Red One didn't even cost that much. It cost $250 million. God damn it. And also the accusations of Dwayne pissing in bottles. You might as well just piss your pants, Dwayne. Not gonna lie. Alright? And guess what? The same man who played... Who the fuck is Callan Drift? I'm sorry, who is Callan Drift? Can somebody tell me? Is this another update of Christmas lore that I haven't seen? Jesus Christ, it's literally a blizzard outside. Not gonna lie, it's gonna snow all night. The same man who literally played whoever the hell Callan Drift is gonna play Maui. Not Maui in Moana 3. No, Disney ain't too greedy. No, Disney is greedier than that because they're making a Moana live action movie. I am in shock. And there's a man named John Tui who's playing Chef Tui. So is the man just playing himself? That's the question. I mean, sure, Dwayne has gotten pretty big since, I don't know, Fast and Furious, but ever since that, it's just been on a downward spiral. He got horrible movies. He got... Who the hell's Derek in Tooth Fairy? It's a 2010 movie. Who the hell's Derek? He was in... Planet 51. Oof. Movie didn't perform well, but I think it might be a cult classic one day. We have also G.I. Joe, Hercules. I nearly said Huncules. But this guy is not Huncules. He is never going to be Huncules. The only good movies that I see is Central Intelligence, Moana, Fate and the Furious, Rock and a Hard Place, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, from both critics and audiences, but honestly, yeah, it didn't do well in this. Plus, he was a freaking executive producer at Shazam. Okay, yeah. I think we're done with Mr. Rock, even though he doesn't look like a rock. But what else is new? Do you want to hear some horror? A spooky horror story. It's about a nose. And his last name is Ferratu. It's Nosferatu. Of course, I'm not talking about the 1922 cult classic, which nearly became lost media, by the way. I'm not kidding. This literally became near lost media until some random boys just decided to save the movie. And that's how it did not become Lost Media. And then Robert Eggers decided to remake the movie. And let me tell you, critics and audiences, I think they love it. They love it. Sure, I heard that it was way more hornier than the original, like Jesus Christ. But hey, it at least got Willem the frickin' Foe. Yes, Green Goblin is this. And, oh my god, Pennywise is counts. Oh, look, would you look at that? Such a twist. I would have never seen that coming. What else is new is Gladiator 2. That kind of rhymed. What am I? The second coming of Eminem himself? Yeah. This came out in November of 2024, which was pre-boring podcast, but I don't know what the hubbub is all about. I never watched the original Gladiator 2, even though I own it on VHS. I never bothered to, finish it. Couldn't say the same for the other movies. Woo! Alright. I've already talked about movies for 16 minutes. So let's dedicate a couple of these to TV series. Star Wars is looking a bit good right now after flop after flop after flop. Season 1 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Which critics' consensus says, evoking childlike wonder, Skeleton Crew is a swashbuckling Star Wars adventure that refreshingly keeps things simple. You might just say scallywag. Mumbo Jumbo is definitely gonna scream at me. It's still snowing outside, Jesus. Yes, I like to go off stage. But what's also different is Squid Game Season 2. Now, sure, Squid Game Season 1, it was all the rage back in the 2020s, early 2020s. Yeah, 2021 and 2022. Now it was all the rage. We waited a good 3 years for Season 2 to come out. And people have been waiting patiently. And since Season 2 did damn well, Season 3 is about to be right around the corner. Came out December 26th. Yeah. And right now, as of recording, they announced a third and final season of, guess what? Squid Game. So that means Squid Game Season 3 will be the final season of all. Speaking of final seasons, let me just take a good look at one of the most weirdest 80s shows, 80s-like shows that I particularly like. And I hope it gets a good ending, unlike a certain other series, which I will get to. Premiering July 15th, 2016, it's Stranger Things. Stranger Things 5 will possibly come out around 2025 or 2026. Which, yeah. We never know. I mean, Forbes, which I don't know where they got their freaking thing from, their sources from. Definitely pulling out of their asses, but it's rumored that it's going to be on August 2025. Just right around the birthday of mine. Next. Does anybody even remember Wednesday? It was all the rage back in God only knows when. And it came from Mr. Edward Scissorhands, director himself, Nightmare Before Christmas guy, Mr. Timothy Burton. Not Timothy Chalamet. You thought I was going to say Chalamet, didn't you? Starring Jenna Ortega, the Scream Queen. Jesus Christ. I thought I saw Harvey Weinstein for a second. Jesus. But, ignore that I said that. Season 1 came out in 2022, and Season 2 likely gonna come out in 2025. It's expected to stream 2025, and yeah. What else? A little obscure topic, but All of Us Are Dead. Does anybody even remember All of Us Are Dead? The second season is expected to be released in 2026, maybe earlier, and I hope to God that All of Us Are Dead season 2 is going to be just as good as the first one. But what's not good, and what gets my gears turning and what grinds them is the Umbrella Academy. Now, you might be thinking, Umbrella Academy, why do you hate the Umbrella Academy? Now, whoa, hold your horses there, buddy. I don't hate the Umbrella Academy. Hell, I loved the Umbrella Academy. I mean, if the first 3 seasons being very liked doesn't tell you that, I liked season 1. I loved season 2. I liked season 3, but a bit less than season 1, but still had that fun. And they had to ruin it with season 4, which honestly suffers from Vipsy Pop syndrome. You might be wondering, oh, do they say fuck, sex, shit, a lot? No. None of that. It's none of that. It suffers from a little bit of a Hasbin Hotel syndrome, which I'm not going to explain what Hasbin Hotel is. You figure that out on your own. I am not your guide, but I'm just here to give news and talk and be boring as hell. All right. Hasbin Hotel is incredibly rushed. And what does season 4 feel like? Incredibly rushed. And it's not fun. It was never fun. And the funny thing is, you chuckle nuts, I absolutely hate season 4. And it's supposed to be the final season. I've been waiting. I waited. How long have I waited? 1 minute. I waited 2 years. 2 years for season 4 to come out. 2 years of my life wasted because I was hyped for the season 4 and it disappointed me. My disappointment was immeasurable. My day has been ruined. My month has been ruined. My entire year has been ruined. It ruined my marriage. I'm not married, but just pretend I am. All right. I should probably cool my nerves. It got 18% on the popcorn meter, 55% on the tomato meter. That's how you know it was shit. And instead of the usual 10 episodes that Umbrella Academy is known for, it has 6. It has 6 episodes. And the final one was just a letdown. They freaking killed Klaus. They freaking killed my boy Klaus. I mean, sure, Klaus was paranoid in season 4. I mean, understandable. If I had the ability to not die, I died so many times that I came back, and then suddenly that power, poof, gone, I too would be paranoid. But the way that they ruined every single one, like, and you know what really grinds my gears? What really boils my blood? 5 and Lila. My disappointment couldn't have been more higher. I just can't believe this. It was the most horrible ending to the most best series based off the comics. But instead of, let's just switch topics because I can already feel my blood boiling. I mean, it's enough to cook pasta al dente in like a minute. But hey, you know what's a decent ending to, I think, a good comic series on Netflix? Sweet Tooth. Now, if you want to know what Sweet Tooth is, go get Netflix, just watch the series. You'll get what I mean. But once you're back and you watch the entire thing, I want to tell you, Sweet Tooth Season 3, I think it was great. I think it serves as a great, ending. Unfortunately, Tommy Big Man Jarvis didn't survive, but hey, at least, but honestly, the plot twist of the narrator being Gus, I would have never expected that, not gonna lie, and I still am like, oh my god, were there any clues? Were there anything else? But honestly, I think season 3 is a great ending to a series that began 5 years ago? No, wait, 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. And honestly, them shooting season 2 and season 3 kind of back to back, that's kind of the chef's kiss for me. Honestly, Squid Game season 2 and season 3 saw Sweet Tooth, took some notes, and decided, yeah, we're gonna film each other back to back. I mean, sure, both series were going at the same time, were filmed at the same time, around the same time. That, I suppose, I don't know. But anyways, I guess that's it, right? Is that it? Are we ready to stop talking? I guess we're done talking, I guess. But there is one more thing that I wish to touch upon. And it's about a certain clay animation that came out right here, right now. It's on Netflix. You can watch it. This one is 2024's Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Now, some people think, oh, there's a new Wallace and Gromit short. I wonder what Peter Sallis is doing. Well, I'm sorry to say, but Peter Sallis, I'm not even gonna touch upon this topic. It feels wrong of me. Unfortunately, before all this in 2014, Peter Sallis. Let me just get my thing right. Around 7-8 years ago, Peter Sallis unfortunately passed away. And I don't think Wallace and Gromit can ever be the same without Peter Sallis. That's just my opinion, but you can leave it up. But back to the topic of Wallace and Gromit. I think the new Wallace and Gromit voice actor, Ben Whitehead, I heard his lines. I never watched the movie, not yet, but I will watch it when I do have the chance. I heard some of the lines, and it's like Peter Sallis never passed. It's like he was still here with us. Voicing that lovable cheese loving. Well, I guess this episode took a more somber turn, but hey, at least it's there. So, yeah. What's next is soon Paddington in Peru will be here. And rumor has it that Queen Elizabeth II will make her final appearance in film. That's just rumors. I can't confirm or deny. But honestly, if I ever see the movie, I see the Queen, thank God save the Queen. Anyways, that does it. I've been recording for about half an hour. And yeah, I guess that's it. Until next time, I've been your host, your great host, Jonathan Aries, and this has been the Great Boring Podcast. And we're going offline in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.